Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at the gold market. So, as we said yesterday, the market has erased the last chance to keep the bullish context on the market. That was 2 days ago when it was not able to use the grabber that has been formed and actually has dropped below the support area that we discussed, erasing some intraday bullish patterns. So that was actually the last output for the bulls was in where a market theoretically still could keep the bullish context, and that has been erased. This recent collapse trend has turned bearish on the daily chart, and now as market stands in running into the safe haven tendency, so the demand for the United States dollar, for the treasury bonds rising, markets preparing to elections mostly. They already have prepared, but today is still the day before election. Maybe the activity could become a bit lower, but still we do not know how the election process will go. In the positive scenario, when the results will be announced fast and the gap between the Biden and Trump will hold and Biden will win with a big gap, that will be for markets positive moment by the many reasons. First is because this turmoil will be over and market finally will be able to focus on its own driving factors. Second, because whoever will win, the central bank will provide the stimulus. This is just a question of the amount and in time of the providing. But the Biden victory is better for the markets. The stimulus should be greater because Democrats traditionally stands in favor of the more significant growth on the markets, more stimulus, correspondingly suggests greater inflation and greater budget deficit. So from the markets, the more stimulus is better sign, and this will be probably sharp reversal on the markets in upward direction. And in this case, we could get kind of the, I don't know, maybe kind of the double bottom here. This will be fast and smooth. In this case, it should not be too deep drop lower. This market could just showing the wash and rinse maybe of these lows and shows the sharp reversal of the upward acceleration. Theoretically, this is possible. If situation will turn a bit more negative, when the announcement of the results will be extended in time, as Donald Trump said, this could be more than the month when we will know the results. If it will be very small gap or no gap at all, difference just 1% maybe, and if unfortunately the Supreme Court could be involved in the decision making who will win, a lot of frauds could appear, so the legal claims of both parties could be to each other as results of this. Maybe even some unrest could happen, as it was in the first Donald Trump victory, when, as you know, it was massive unrest in the United States has started, Occupy Wall Street and other stuff. So that could be repeated. And with the negative situation, the demand for United States dollar could be longer, and reversal could be postponed on a later time. In this case, gold could proceed lower. And you can see here we have a few targets. So first is the butterfly. This could be formed, especially on the background of this acceleration that we have. And the first destination point stands 1825. And next, we again have to recall our initial ABCD pattern here. We temporarily forgot about it when the market started this upward direction, but now it's time to recall it again. And let's take a look that OP stands at 1804. That coincides mostly with the butterfly 1618 extension 1796. Other words speaking, roughly 18 even areas will be next destination point that market could achieve. Theoretically, it even could go even lower if the turmoil in the United States will exacerbate, but currently let's do not consider this scenario. We hope that this will not happen. That is the two most realistic scenarios that could be achieved. First is the smooth and fast announcement of the results. It's double top and reversal in the gold market. If Some delay will be, but nothing tragical will happen. In this case, market could drop to the 18 even maybe. So that's the basic scenarios that we will keep in mind right now. Let's keep watching over it. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have another targets that point on the 1850 target, 1850 area. So this is the same ABCD pattern that we have considered recently. This is inner to butterfly ABCD pattern. It points right on the previous bottoms. That's the reason why we also keep in mind as possible could be double bottom, for example. And minor ABCD that actually has the XOP right at the same point. 1849, 1847 is very two close standing XOPs of the different extensions. So probably this target should be achieved because as OP from the larger pattern as from the minor pattern already has been exceeded to the downside. On the hourly chart, that's actually OP that we discussed yesterday, and indeed take a look. Pullback was very small, just at the 30%, as we discussed. Now we have mostly the same story. Next downside action, 2 levels of the possible retracement. B point could be retested with this confluence resistance, but chances on the significant pullback stands minimal, just because there's no election date yet. As market already has started preparation to the elections with the selling assets across the board, hardly they will start to buy in on a Friday before the elections. Probably, if even they will not continue to sell with the same pace, they will just sit on the cash and see what will happen. That's why currently in this moment, to suggest that this will be sharp reversal on the gold, hardly it's possible. It's maybe some retracement could happen, but since we have targets around 1850, we need to wait when at least these targets will be hit. So that's why currently we think that's not a good point for taking in a long position here. If you keep shorts, well, focus on the 1850 or just tight stops if you would like to come through the election situation, election process in the markets on the next week. So that's two things that probably we could do in the gold market right now.